Hey guys, welcome to Zism's second beauty video. Our first video is the Maryland nails, so go ahead and check that out on our channel down there. And our next video is going to be a hair tutorial. And so that she doesn't feel left out, it's going to be the timeless classic Jackie O. So I'm going to start off just with how your hair is naturally. It was a little bit wavier like mine. You're going to want to run your straightener through it. So go ahead and take your straightener and just kind of run it through your hair. You can leave a little bit of a wave, just like a natural texture, but just make it generally just a little bit straighter, a little less frizzy. And this is good for a medium length hair. For longer hair, it's going to be a little more difficult to pin it back and make it look shorter like hers was. And this isn't a precise like straightening. You don't have to pin your hair back and do it by sections. You just kind of want it to be a little naturally straight looking. And so once you get to this point, your hair is just going to look like it has a little bit of body. Oh, and you want to make sure that your hair was washed the day before, so it has a little bit of texture to it. And you're going to start off by spraying your hair with a little bit of dry shampoo. I'm using the Not Your Mother's brand, the Clean Freak dry shampoo. Alright, so go ahead and just spray it in your roots, especially around the crown, because we're going to be teasing it a little bit back there. And normally with a dried shampoo, you kind of fluff it out of your hair. But we're going to leave a little bit in there just to have that, that age. You see how this like powder looks like maybe you've been sitting in your coffin for, a decade or two. That's a good addition to the look for us. Make sure you get the front of your bangs as well. And then do an overall spray around the back. Alright, and as you can see, my whole hair just has a little bit of the layer of the dry shampoo. And once you shake it out, and again, not completely, because we want a little bit of that aged patina to the hair to have a realistic zombie look to it. Alright, and we're going to start off by teasing the crown of your hair. And so what you're going to do for that is just take your hair right at the crown and brush out all of the knots beforehand. And then just take a comb, just a regular comb. I use the fine tooth part of it, and just brush down gently. You don't want to do it too rough, because you'll damage your hair. Because, we're still living. Our hair has passed on, but it doesn't mean that we have to be cruel to it. Alright, so as you can see, it just adds like a little bit of volume to the back there, and you're going to go ahead and take a little bit to the side as well, so just the whole base, the highest part of your head has more volume. And we are doing the 60s Jackie O here, so the volume is important. Make sure to do both sides. You want the entire back of your head to have that volume. You just don't want it to be one-sided. And as you can see right now, it looks a little bit frizzy, but you're going to brush over it, so don't worry if it looks like this right now. And I do even a little bit in the front, because the 60s was, you know, all about volume. And Jackie O was that classic and timeless beauty, so don't worry about the hair style looking dated. It's definitely still relevant today with, you know, all the Mad Men type styles that are so popular. Right? So once you've teased the whole area, you're going to take just a flat brush and brush over it just to get rid of that initial frizz. And as you can see, I've created quite a lot of volume in there. And Jackie O had a signature side part, so whichever side you prefer, I prefer my right side because my right eyebrow just looks better with the part. Alright, and it's a very extreme side part. You're going to go all the way to about past the arch of your eyebrow, towards the edge of your eyebrow is where it's going to be parted. And we want it to be parted in the front with the bangs going sideways, which is a very 60s look. And once you have this volume, go ahead and pin your side bangs so that they set right there. And now at the bottom, we're going to do a little curl. You can either do an inward curl or the outward curl. I'm going to go with the inward because just a little more of a classic look. Alright, so you're going to take your curling iron. I have one with a clamp, but if you have one without a clamp, just the wand, that works well too. So you're going to curl towards your face so that the curl goes inward. Just kind of leave it on there for a little bit of a longer time because we do want our hair to be a little bit shorter. Alright, and make sure it sets really well because she was a very classic beauty. She kept her look polished at all times. And that's one of the things we still love about her today. Alright, so as you can see, it's just kind of a spiral curl. We want that. We don't want the hair to look like a beachy wave. And you're just going to go ahead and do the same thing all around your hair. I'm starting with the front just so that we can get an idea of how the look is going to go. And this is a good look for a hat on the crown of the head. I'm not going to do that today because I like to have the volume. Alright, and as you can see, it's really starting to come together. Make sure to get rid of the frizz at first, but we are going to add a little bit more because she will be, you know, coming out of her grave. It's not going to look as perfect as it usually does, just because you can't maintain while you're not alive. But once she's regenerated, you know, she would definitely keep the cleanness. It depends on whether or not you're going for a freshly regenerated zombie or whether or not she's been back for a while. All right. And you can do really thick portions of hair. It definitely saves time. Or you can also put your hair into rollers or tied curls like, they did back in the actual 60s. All right, and now that your hair is curled at the bottom, you're going to go ahead and pin it up a little bit so it looks shorter. So just take a couple of bobby pins and just pin up the sides. And since your hair has a lot of texture right now from the dry shampoo and from washing it the day before, it pins up really easily. All right. So it should be looking like this right about now. You can unpin your bangs. That's what we're going to be working on now. Just comb it to the side, again with the fine tooth side. Alright, and you want a little bit of the untucked pin, again, just to go for a little bit more of a less prim and proper look since she will have been clawing her way out of her grave. And if you feel like your tease is coming undone, you can go ahead and like tease it a little bit now. And leaving that frizz is definitely a good idea. All right, so it's looking good right about now. As you can see, the untucked side definitely gives it the illusion that she hasn't had time to think about her hair. And what I like to do as like a final touch is to just spray more of the dry shampoo, again, like I said, to give that age patina. And as you can see, it just looks a little bit dusty. With a lot of other zombie hairstyles, I would definitely go with like a dirt or a sandy like soil in the hair. But with Jackie O, definitely not clean enough for Our Lady. All right, and then at the very end, we're going to go ahead and take whatever your favorite hairspray is. I'm using Pantene, and just kind of go over the whole look with a hairspray. All right, and so it should stay like this for quite a while. This kind of curl you see that happens from pinning your bangs back is important. So make sure you keep them pinned back. And this is how it should look towards the end. And then just go ahead and you can start doing your makeup after this. I'm going to go ahead and add just some earrings to complete that Jackie O look. And voila! As you can see, you can definitely move it around with your hands. You can add any accessories, the classic pink pillbox hat, any other of her, signature pillbox hat would work as well. and any, you know, outfit would work with this hairstyle. If you have a different color hair, you could do a color spray on top. Mine's pretty dark, so it works. But that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching Jackie O zombie hairstyle, and hope this guy helps you out with your morning and your impersonations. Alright, thanks guys.